So you clicked on this video because you want how to get a bunch of Infinity Elixir boosts. Well, I got you guys covered. I'm going to show you the best ways to do so. But before we get into that, all I ask from you guys in return is to click that subscribe button because I would greatly appreciate it and it supports the channel. Also, if you'd like to participate in giveaways, trading, and pretty much anything to do with BGS Infinity, then definitely make sure to join my Discord server by clicking the link in the description down below. But now that we're all out of the way, enough yapping. Let's get an Infinity Elixir and get you guys some. So a lot of people have been asking me lately, especially in the last video, Elkonn, how do you get so much Infinity Elixir boost? Especially in all 6 of your accounts. I feel like that's pretty much impossible. Well, it's not. It definitely does require a decent bit of grinding. I like to grind out the boost because it allows me to produce content for you guys, so that's why I put in as much time as I do. But you guys can do the same thing as well. Like I said, it requires some grinding, so let's get into it. So there's an absolute ton of ways to get an Infinity Elixir boost, but there's only a couple that I like to use and I find the best ways to do so. The first one I like to use is the dice chest. The dice chest is super overpowered for getting a bunch of Infinity Elixir and a bunch of other items that you need to get Infinity Elixir as well. Now it does require a good amount of dice keys, but you can get them from the dice shop, you can get them from the mini games, all that type of stuff. There's a bunch of different ways to get them out there. But like I said, it's good for getting a lot of other items as well, and the best item it's used for is getting golden dice. Golden dice is what you pretty much need to have the best possible chances of getting a lot of Infinity Elixir boost. I'm pretty sure it's a 5% chance to get a golden dice every time you use one of the dice keys, so that's a pretty good chance of getting a lot of golden dice. I mean, currently right now I have 1.8k, and that is a lot. This could last me for a long time. It definitely did take a decent bit of grinding, whether it was dice keys, and I'm going to tell you guys in a moment another way, but as you can see, it definitely does work. So you can either go farm up dice keys and, open the dice chest over and over and get golden dice that way, or you can go the mini game route, and this is how you do it. Now, I definitely recommend having a bunch of super tickets. If you don't, unfortunately, this method won't work for you as good, so make sure you have a good bit. I currently have 4,100 tickets, so I have no problem with using these. Like I said, you're gonna need a good bit. But you can also get them a lot of ways as well, and this is actually a great way to get them. So like I said, all you gotta do is walk up to the robot claw, make sure you do have insane mode unlocked so you can get more drops, but you don't really need it. You can go easy. Any mode will pretty much do. I just think you have better chances in a better mode. I could be wrong on that one. Either way, I like to do insane. So, as you can see, golden dice is a 1 in 20 chance. You can get dice keys from here as well, and you can get Infinity Elixir and Super Ticket. As soon as you go in here, you can see all the items that are in the claw machine itself. So you can see items that you want to target. So right now, I see 3 golden dice just like that. Now, I have like a minute to get them. So what you're going to do is look for the items you want. In this case, we're looking for golden dice. So we're going to go target them. We're going to try to get them as fast as possible. And then once we get them all, we are pretty much done with this claw machine. And then we'll just wait for the timer to run out. So boom, I got 1 golden dice so far, and I can go target the other ones as well. Like I said, this definitely does take a decent bit of time to grind out, but it's definitely worth it in the end, especially when I'm going to show you what you can do with the golden dice. So boom, we got all the golden dice. There's nothing else that I want in here. We're going to wait for the timer to run out. Timer is about to run out. It ran out. Boom. Just like that, we got 3 golden dice, and we can just go right back in by using another super ticket. And if you don't see anything in here whatsoever that you want, so say you go in here, you do not see a golden dice, you don't see an Infinity Elixir or any item that you're targeting, you just leave. You just leave, simple as that, and restart the claw machine to look exactly for what you want, and boom, go that different route. Now, if you're thinking that you can go in here, pick up the item, drop it in, and it'll say collected items, and then you can go up here and click the X and leave, unfortunately, you cannot. It says if you leave now, you will not receive any rewards, and well, the stuff that you picked up in the claw machine will go to waste. Now that you farmed up a bunch of golden dice, whether it's from the dice chest and or mini games, I'm going to show you how to use them to get a bunch of Infinity Elixir boost. So all you're going to do is head back down to the main world of mini game paradise, and you're going to walk over to the board game itself. I forgot where it was for a second. So you go in here, you start it up, you click continue, and as you can see, you have your dice here. So what you're looking for on this map is the Infinity Elixir tile. And if you want to make sure that you can get them guaranteed every time, you're going to use golden dice to make that happen. So as you can see, I have an Infinity Elixir tile right here, literally 4 spaces away. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to use 4 golden dice. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this the whole entire time. The reason I say that is because you're going to use up a lot of them and not get as much boost back. So what you're going to do, I'm doing this in this instance, but you're going to try your best to get as close as possible to that Infinity Elixir tile. So we now got the Infinity Elixir boost. I added 6 minutes onto my timer, and now I'm going to look for another Infinity Elixir boost. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop a giant dice because this will help you cover a lot more area or tiles on the board. So we're just going to roll these and try to get as close as possible to an Infinity Elixir. I really wish you could skip this animation. It would make this so much easier and faster. But yeah, unfortunately you can't. Now you can also get Infinity Elixir boosts from the chance tiles as well. So if you have a good bit of golden dice, then you can use the golden dice to hop on the chance tiles and have a chance for Infinity Elixir that way. But it's not very common that the Infinity Elixir will pop up in the chance tiles, so I don't really recommend that too much, but it's up to you. Like I said, you're going to use giant dice to cover as much area as possible to where you can get closer to that Infinity Elixir tile. Okay, so we are now 6 spaces away from an Infinity Elixir tile. So we are now going to go down here to the normal dice because we don't want to end up rolling anything over a 6. So we're just going to roll this, see what we get. We rolled a 2. We landed on a chance tile. No Infinity Elixir in there. Like I said, it's not too common. And now we're going to try to roll even closer to this. So hopefully we get a 2 or 3. Or maybe, okay, well, we didn't unfortunately get that. Like I said, you just got to keep going and going and going until you get as close as possible to the Infinity Elixir tile. And then you can use your golden dice, whether you're 1 spot, 2 spots, maybe even 3 or 4 if you have a lot of golden dice to spare. And just hop right on there and get a guaranteed Infinity Elixir tile every single time. Like I said, it is a lot of work and it requires a lot of grinding, but I don't sit here and target them on every single account. I also just have a bunch of dice on them in general, whether they're normal dice and or giant dice. I all just have them hop on the board game, automatically roll all the dice possible, and I sometimes just land on them by accident, especially the chance tiles. They give you like what, a 3.9% chance to land on an Infinity Elixir, so that definitely helps, and you can just have them go that way. They'll land on it eventually and it'll just keep racking up over time. So that is how I get a bunch of Infinity Elixir boosts. Now I'm not a one-man person either. I also have a good friend of mine, Wolfie, that helps me out and gets boosts for me as well. That helps me target the Infinity Elixir tile on the board as well with my other accounts. So it's not just me doing it, but that is the way we do it in general. The only other way to get Infinity Elixirs is by, opening them, whether they're mystery boxes, the dice chest, all that type of stuff. You can rack them up that way. But the best possible method in the game as of right now, and I'm going to be honest, I don't see it ever changing, is the board game. Golden dice and board game mix so well together, and getting Infinity Elixir, and well, that's just how I'm able to do it on all 6 of my accounts. I mean, as you can see, I currently have 15 hours worth of Infinity Elixir, and I have a bunch of Infinity Elixir, still in my inventory that I barely ever use. Actually, I barely use these. The reason of that being is because I got golden dice, so there's no reason to waste my Infinity Elixir, items when I can just go farm them for free on the board game and not have to waste anything. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you found it helpful, and hopefully this answered all the questions you guys have been asking. If you guys got any more questions, please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below, and I will happily help you to the best of my knowledge. But if you haven't already, then definitely make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell to never miss an upload. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.